Hey, what's up? It's Tiffany. Before we get started on this week's episode, please be sure to send us your requests at booshakalakapodcast@gmail.com. You can find us on Twitter X, BlueShakalakapod. You can also find us on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and Instagram at BlueShakalakapodcast. Hey, gang. Welcome back to your 8-minute abs workout. Now, all the exercises are safe, effective, and fun. There's going to be 9 movements with 45 seconds built into it. All right, let's get going. Do you remember that?
No, I was like, oh, we got sponsors? Send me $20.
No. 8-minute abs was one of my favorite workouts, and it just popped in my head today, and I was like, I gotta bring it up. But anyway, for everybody else, welcome back to the Booshakalaka podcast. It is Thanksgiving week. I'm your host Tiffany, joined by my co-host Pierre.
I know this all sounds incredible, but it doesn't make it any less true. All right, you're a healer, you do good. So either you save too many lives or you're about to save a life that they don't want you to save. Okay.
Jurassic Park.
It was charm, but it's okay.
Well, same thing. Same thing. They look, all the ladies are very smart, as are the people in Jurassic Park.
That's a damn lie. All them people are not smart.
I didn't watch Charm.
No, Jurassic Park. I'm like, they are not all smart. The
ones in Jurassic Park, they always wanted the money.
I hate you.
It was always about money, but we are here to review 2023's Thanksgiving, which is a full movie based off of a spoof trailer that Eli Roth did in the Grindhouse movie.
Really?
So in the Grindhouse series, it's 2 movies. The first movie is Planet Terror, which is Eli Roth's movie, and the second one is Death Proof, which is Quentin Tarantino's movie. In the middle of the movie, which is reminiscent to how movies used to be, they would have trailers in the middle of the movie, kind of like intermission, where you can get up and get some popcorn, get some snacks.
Okay.
So in the middle of the movie, they have a fake spoof trailer for Thanksgiving. They have a fake spoof trailer for Don't. The guy from, what was his name, from Goosebumps, he would love it. And and I can't remember. Oh, and Machete. So that was a fake spoof trailer that became an actual movie, and so did Thanksgiving. So I encourage everybody to go watch it if you have the time. So I mean, it's like maybe like a minute or something. And also look at Don't. Those are amazing. So there are a lot of parts in this movie that are reminiscent to that little the fake trailer that he made up. So he actually made a movie based off a fake trailer, which is, pretty commendable, except for I'm not even going to tell you. I want you to see it. To see it. Okay. So yeah, do that. But yeah, so here we are.
Here we are.
It's on Netflix, y'all. It's on Netflix. So we don't have to watch a YouTube movie again.
I'm really surprised they didn't take it off. Honestly. I just knew they were going to be like, snap back.
When I turned it on this morning, I got to like where the title came up and it just froze. It did not move. It just froze. I said, are they in the process of taking the movie off while I'm watching it? I really thought that they were, but I was able to finish it.
Okay. So we start this movie off. No, we start this movie off with a red herring. That's not a red herring, but we're going to get to that. You know how it started. But no, it's just the sheriff.
The closed caption would say, "Heavy breathing."
Yes. We start this movie off with the sheriff visiting his friends, and he, I don't know, what did he bring? Cranberry sauce? I don't know, but he brought
pie.
Okay, it was a pie. It was a pie because she was like, "Oh, you can cook." So yeah, he's just at his friend's house. I guess they're having Thanksgiving, and then another family is having Thanksgiving. Now these 2 Thanksgivings are symmetrical because
simultaneously.
That's what did I say? Symmetrical. They're having simultaneously because the owner of Rape Mart his store. So Rape Mart is the store in town, the big store in town. It's like Walmart, but they don't have good shit in there. So they're opening on Thanksgiving night, which is this movie made it seem like it was just unheard of, but they do that now. So
right. I really feel like while I was watching this, with everything that happens after this part, I really felt that this movie would have been smarter to place this in like 2004, 2005.
Yeah.
That's when this movie should have been placed.
Because I feel like Black Fridays aren't like this anymore.
No, they're not even. Nobody. A TV is $100 every day of the week.
So it's yeah, I just feel like it was, but I mean, okay, but we'll stick with the premise. So yes, Thomas, look at it, I knew a name. Thomas is
because I literally just said it. I put it in your head.
Thomas is the owner of Rape Mart, and he's making all his workers go to work the store Thursday night. Now his ass ain't going. I don't even think I saw him there. So no, his ass ain't going, but everybody else got to go. So
he wasn't there.
He calls the store manager and is like, "Hey, you got to get there because." Initially, someone else was going to work, but I guess he called out sick or something, and he has to go there or he fired. You know how fucking raggedy ass managers be.
I would have been like, "Well, you got to do what you got to do."
Like, baby, how much is Rape Mart paying me? So
you got to do what you got to do.
Yeah, so he has to tell his family, sorry guys, I gotta go. Meanwhile, Thomas at home with his newlywed, plastic ass, annoying ass wife, looking like she from fucking It Takes Two or Parent Trap.
No, she reminded me of the woman with just like her demeanor. She reminded me of the wife in Bring It Down the House.
Wait, the wife or the? I'm talking about the sister of the wife.
Oh, the sister of the wife. Whatever.
Yes.
Man, we only watched that movie for Queen Latifah. We don't care about them.
That was a good movie.
He before he heads out, he's putting his jacket on. He's getting ready to go, and he stabs the turkey. Why didn't he make himself a to-go plate? All the food was ready on the table.
I wouldn't have that. Was that fried turkey?
That turkey
looked so dry.
Baby, it looked like Hottie's chicken.
It looked like you know what? And you know what? Realistically, it looked like they started filming this scene at 10 a.m., but they had to wait for this actor to get here, this actor to get there. The director wasn't ready, the people wasn't ready, and it just sat there. Because they put the food. They just put the food out, but it looked like they didn't spray it down. You're supposed to spray it, make it look juicy. They didn't do that. It was just. I was like, that's why he left. He really didn't have to work, but he left because he saw his wife cook that turkey. So
yeah, he said, "I'm going to honey baked ham."
Right. Now, we're just going to do a little preview to the store. Store is absolutely fucking chaotic. Everybody, it's like the whole town is out there. The whole town is out there. And then they all belligerent. They got them behind gates. It's only 2 security guards out there. What is going on?
They are there because they get a free gift. That gift is a waffle iron. This doesn't make any sense.
Is that what it was? Because a waffle iron?
A waffle. Bitch, I like that.
I know you lying because the fat bitch in the front of the line, you work at Waffle House. So I know you don't need no waffle iron. You can. Oh, that just pissed me off.
It was for a waffle iron. I think I would have believed it a little more if it was like get a free MacBook.
Hello? Or just like you said, a free TV. Even if it's like a 32.
Phone. A free phone would have been really good.
I mean, a free phone, like something. Look, I was about to say iPod, but we're past that.
Something over $500.
And then you got to give me a subscription. You got to give me a free Apple TV subscription for a year. You got to it was just a lot for a little bit. So the store owner, Thomas, his daughter. Now I wrote Rory in my notes. Her name's Jessica. I don't know who the fuck Rory is because there's no Rory in this movie. But I did write
Gilmore Girls.
Hello, I wrote Rory several times in these damn notes. I don't know who I was talking about.
She looked like the girl from Gilmore Girls.
Okay, because her friend's name was Gabby, so I was like, who is Rory? But anywho, Jessica and her friends are, she's just like, her mom died, and then, dad has a new wife. She got that syndrome going on, but she's pretty, so I don't care about her. So she and her Indian boyfriend, Bobby. I didn't realize he was Indian. I had to look it up because I was like, I know he's not white because white boys don't wear their hair like that. So they decide to go. They're going to the movies to see this movie, and on their way to the movies, let me run down. So it's Jessica, her boyfriend Bobby. He is an all-star baseball player. He's about to go to college. He has an arm like no other. It's really because he's short. So, and then we have Evan. We have Evan. So he's your typical jock. He's dumb, he's stupid, he's tall, he look greasy, penis probably small, all that. And then you have his girlfriend, Gabby. And Gabby's just, I don't know. Gabby, I really don't have no issues with Gabby. Gabby's just regular degular. She's just regular brunette. And then you have here we go with this agenda. Then you have Scuba, the other typical Black football player. He faded out. He's very handsome. You know, he's the bigger guy. I mean, not big, but you know, he's more muscular than an Evan. Like, so he's probably what position is that? I don't know. Tight end. So
linebacker.
Thank you. I don't know.
It's probably terribly wrong. I have no idea.
Field runner, car fixer, or something with ladders. So
running back. No, running backs are usually small. Let's go with linebacker. Let's stop there.
Yeah. Because quarterbacks don't have to be big either, do they?
No, but sometimes they are.
Yeah. So yeah.
But they have to be smart. So we're gonna assume Evan was not the quarterback.
Right. So, and then we get Scuba's boyfriend. I mean, not boyfriend. Scuba's girlfriend. Yulia, because she's from Russia, but she has no Russian accent, and then she's talking to her father. And I'm over it. They would never be dating in real life. They would never be dating in real life at a high school. They would never.
Hold on. I give this friend group this much grace because we discussed this about another movie where the football player is just randomly inserted with these randoms. At least all the guys on this friends group were So I gave them grace. So I'm just gonna assume Julia came into the picture because she was friends with the ladies. That's what I give them this much grace.
Okay, because I'm just like,
other than that, no. It did remind me of the first thing I thought about was the African guy in Don't Be a Menace. My beautiful white.
Will you tap that white one for me?
My beautiful Black sister. Will you tap that white girl for me?
Oh, and then she was just.
I thought that when he hovered over her, that I was crying laughing.
Yeah, which Julia is a pretty girl, but
she is very pretty.
They just wouldn't be dating. They were just trying to push this agenda. Honestly, it's like you said before. I feel like this was a character and they happened to cast a Black guy in his place. Cause you know what I mean? Like just to give it some diversity.
Yeah. You can like all Lifetime movies are written black and white. They are literally written in blue. There's no gray in between all Lifetime movies. So anybody can be inserted in all of those movies. Right. Unless you get like Jack Harry and then you're going to say, ooh, you know.
That was actually good. So yeah, the friends are about to go. That's the friend group. And they're about to go to the movies. But on the way to the movies, so Evan's a streamer, or like he likes to go live. He likes to go live because he's like, I've never seen football players act like this. But he needs a new phone. And so he's like, oh, well, let's go to Rate Mart. You can get us in, right? Because her dad owns the store, obviously. So, I mean, you know, they got the cop. So they head on over there. This was stupid to me because y'all are about to go to the movies. What the fuck do you need your phone for?
Well, I mean, maybe there was a cell on phones. He thought they would all be gone. I don't know, but they do have a little vignette, not a vignette, but anyway, a little part where they say that he broke his phone fighting the kids over at Hanover High, fighting the other football players before their game. So
you mean the 35-year-old? The 35-year-old we're about to see?
Of course, when they get to the store, in the front of the line is the Hanover High.
And he did whip his ass because he got a fresh black eye. Him and his cheerleading girlfriend. Now, I want to reiterate, he looks 35. I did not get his name.
I thought, when I tell you, when we see this person later in the movie, I thought he was a teacher.
I thought he was too. I thought that's why they made it. And they made the comment, oh, and his cheerleader girlfriend. I thought he was just like a pedo. But whoops. Nope. Okay. All right. So yeah, he at the front of the line. He sees them going in the door and they start arguing. Now, this is when so the director of this movie is Eli Roth. Eli Roth, don't ever write for Black people again because you're not Quentin Tarantino and you can't fucking do it. Because when
I know what you're about to say. I know what you're about to say.
Screamed, "Suck my cock," and the Black guy said it too. I was like, okay, so this was literally not written this week. Like, you know, he wrote it and then he casted a Black guy. That's literally what happened. Because
I can't begin to tell you how much of a turnoff that is.
Like,
I have talked to non-black people before, non-black men before, and
They
I
all
have
say
heard
it.
that mentioned, and I'm like,
Why do they say that? I don't know.
I don't want any part of that.
Like it just, it sounds
Rock,
nasty. Now it sounds like
Chanticleer.
cock sounds unwashed. It sounds musty. It's sweaty,
unseasoned.
Yeah, it's just like Hottie's turkey. I mean, chicken. It comes like in the fact that
it do look like Hottie's chicken.
Yeah, it just that threw me that took me out of the movie for like 5 seconds.
Did they do the
they grabbed it. They grabbed it.
Oh, okay.
They didn't do what's it, Triple H? They didn't do that. But they grabbed it. Which I don't know what Evan was grabbing. So
every time I see that, I'm always like, grown. Get some black people on set because he's not gonna say it. Like, what's wrong with the word dick?
And I just realized, because you hear about actors being like, hey, this is maybe not, but I guess because it's a horror movie, he wasn't really caring. I haven't seen him in anything else, so maybe he was just trying to get on. I'm in a feature film, mom, so I'm gonna give him grace. But they see them going in, so people are getting upset because they're like, "Hey, you let them in." Now, sidebar: as they're walking up, Jessica gets we get another fucking Linderman character.
I'm down. I said, this movie's Linderman. Yes.
Now I did forget his name.
Ryan.
No, Ryan. So it's Ryan. For people who don't know this actor, he's been in a lot of shit lately. So he is actually the surrogate son of the Law and Order lady. And if you don't know who I'm talking about, baby, the Law and Order lady who always got a ponytail. She's a brunette. She's a bigger woman. Not a bigger woman, but she's not skinny. I can't think of her name.
I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, but exactly. The Law and Order lady. The Law and Order lady. Look.
Yeah, even though
looking like that.
So I mean, not the Law and Order SVU lady. The Law and Order. Her name starts with a C.
Yeah.
So I know exactly who you're talking about.
But that's her son. She had him. Her friend gave her the sperm for him. So I thought that was cool because I was like, who the hell is he? But he's a Nepo baby. But he's a cool Nepo baby because he don't say shit to us. So he trying to get up on Jessica. He like, hey, like this. Now this was painful to watch. Again, it was taking me out the movie because I was like, secondhand embarrassment. I can't. I gotta hide. So he like, hey, I'm having a party. You want to come? She's like, oh, well, sorry, I can't. I got to go to Bobby's thing. Bobby's leaving town. Oh, well, you want to come over for a few minutes before? I can't. Oh, well, I'm like, okay. After twice, I'm not asking you. After the first time, I'm going to really save myself and be like, well, yeah, because, well, I didn't want you to come no way. He done asked this girl 4 times to come over and she's talking about, no. She does not like you. She's not your friend. Because if she was your friend, it would be no big deal to hang out with you. So Bobby come up and
I agree with that.
Yeah, Bobby come up. Now Bobby is shorter than Ryan, and I have to just he is short, y'all. So he come up and like, hey,
he's shorter than Jess.
Yeah, so it's like he come up, he like, hey, he got to be all macho and stuff because he's short. He has to do something. He pulls her away. They all go inside. So as they're inside, Evan start fucking around. They start fucking around with the waffle irons, and so of course, this is a store, y'all. There's glass, so they can they're right in front of the people outside, so they see them playing with the waffle irons, acting like they're buying one.
Get their phone? Wwhy didn't they get their phone?
They didn't even go because I know the phones ain't up there. The phones are right around the corner in the electronics section. I've been to Rate Mart, so behind the glass.
But no, you're right. Electronics is usually in the back of the store.
Yeah, so they just. But they were being typical kids, typical assholes, which I mean, Jessica is like, come on guys, let's go. But it's just, I mean, you got 6 people in there. You can't, you know what I mean? In a big friend group, it's hard to control every damn body. That's why I can't 6 people at Disney World, absolutely not. So it's too many parts moving. So baby, mind you, 2 security guards in the front, the sheriff out there, that's all they got. So they're arguing, they're fighting. So the jerk, the 35-year-old jerk, ends up he climbs over the railing. He takes the microphone and he tells everybody out there, "Store's open," and they like it looked like Lion King when them gazelles was coming down the little. How did they come down that? How did they come down that mountain like that? They went straight.
They're gazelles. They can do anything.
Okay, so yeah, but it looked just like that. Stampede.
While this is happening, we did cut to we see the sheriff and Amanda coming to the store to bring a plate of food for Mitch, whose name you did not mention. is the manager of the store to bring that plate of food. That's why I said he cut the turkey. Why didn't he take a plate with him? Also, he's probably only been gone an hour. Is he hungry yet? You know, I mean, did he? Because, you know, I snacks during Thanksgiving. I snacks. By the time it's time to eat, I'll be full as hell. So they're in the store too. I just wanted to just put that point there.
No, thank you. Thank you for catching those little bit, because I'm trying to get as much in there because it's a lot of detail. It's a lot of detail, which you gotta like throw it in there. So, but yes, so Amanda is there inside. Why she didn't just leave it? I mean, because he had to run outside. He had to run outside.
Amanda is staring at the people pushing to come into the store. And she got the to-go plate in her hand, and she's just staring at them. I'm like, Amanda, please, go in the back. Go put it in the food. You're not gonna give him the food, or he's not gonna put it in his hand and take it to the register and eat it when he's checking people out. Put it in the break room, Amanda.
And you know where it is. For the record, www.amandaplease.com is still the website. So
God bless Amanda Bynes.
I know, God bless Amanda Bynes. But yeah, so I didn't understand this part. I don't understand anything Amanda does in this movie. But yeah, the people start running. Now they end up like, so one of the security guards, he's a white guy, he's a little heavy set, runs off. He immediately
he ran like Naruto, looking like Chris Farley. He said,
every time people say his name, I immediately think to Tommy Boy when his dad dies on stage. I don't know why, but that has stuck with me for my whole life. But he does.
It might be his cousin.
He does. His cousin young. So he does. Chris Farley been dead for a while. So he hauls ass. Now the black guy who's the security guard, he runs and he ends up locking the door. He's locking the store door. And he's behind the door. Now the sheriff, he done got trampled. They running all over him. I don't know how he's alive, because you know when they start stepping on you, they hit all kinds of organs and shit.
You're a little bit off. So he locks the door, and when the guy gets on the megaphone and says the store is open, people start pushing the door. So people are getting smushed into the door. So yes. Amanda tells the security guard, whose name is Doug. She tells Doug, Black Doug. She tells Black Doug to unlock the door. Yeah. So when he goes over and he starts to unlock it, it doesn't matter because the glass starts breaking because they're pushing so hard, and they finally barrel through the doors like the fucking, and they trample over him like Mufasa got trampled in The Lion King by the wildebeest. They smush Doug into a pancake, literally. For a waffle iron.
For a waffle. And so they're in the store now. Y'all, this is chaos.
It's over.
It is chaos. Like, I've never seen no shit like this before. And again, they're not even running to other parts of the store. They're like all in the front. So they're all trying to get the waffle irons. And so
does the waffle iron have like could it possibly have a golden ticket to Willy Wonka or something? Like, baby, what is
I'm so mad.
Eli Roth, this was not believable.
It didn't even look like a big waffle iron. That's what pissed me off, because you know how they sell those little mini pancake waffle things? It looked like
how big a waffle you want?
Girl, I want it to be Waffle House material. It didn't even look that big. So
waffles is flat.
So Amanda gets knocked to the ground, and she stays on the ground. I don't know why. This pissed me off the entire time. She didn't try to get up once. She literally stayed on the ground. She was just like, so, okay, because a lot of stuff is about to happen all at the same time. So I'm gonna try to get all this at once.
I got you.
Okay, so they running, they grabbing the waffle irons, they getting carts, they going crazy. So, baby, okay, let's start with Bobby. So Bobby, he sees Doug under the glass, and he's like, I gotta save him. Why? I don't know, but he's just a good guy. So again, Bobby does not stand up because, you know, they're all crouched down. The only kid standing up is motherfucking Evan. And he's standing up on one of the damn registers filming everything. He's literally on live filming everything. Like, you motherfuckers. And this is why I like Gabby, because Gabby was hiding like in the register as well. But when them motherfuckers were trying to, she boxed one dude in the dick. She was fighting the motherfuckers off. Her boyfriend was not. So he's very much so. He went to the same school that Ray did, and I Know What You Did or something. So, and then Yulia and Scuba, he's protecting her like the black king that he is, protecting his white woman.
Oh my God.
And so,
oh my God, I can't believe that you aren't. Yeah, no, man, I'm not a woman. White. Didn't somebody tell you this was an all-white party? That's how he was on her. Like,
someone get this jigaboo away from me. So, but Bobby and Jessica are just crunched over. So he crawls with his hands to try to get to Doug because he's trying to save Doug's life. Baby, they step on Bobby's arm. Career over.
Flip it backwards.
And Jessica, the girlfriend that she is.
Not true. He's in high school. You know, them bones heal fast. He could be rookie of the year next year.
Well, if he drink his milk, because you know that helps prevent osteoporosis. So
funky butt loving. That rookie of the year.
So so his arm is torn, his career is over. Jessica don't go to check on her boyfriend, she don't give a fuck. So coming in. Okay, now Amanda's still on the ground. She looking up ants off the ground. She's trying to find pennies.
She said, "Oh, this penny is on tails. I don't want that." She throws it to the side. Look for the ones on head.
So as she is doing that, clink, a cart comes and it rams her head, and her scalp is literally open at this point. So she's bleeding out. And then so two carts ram into each other. It's the fat fucking diner bitch, and then some guy, some Asian guy. And they're like pushing each other's cart. So they're like ripping, her hair is caught in the wheel. So they're ripping her scalp off. Like, I didn't even know shopping carts could do that shit, but apparently they can.
I guess her hair got wrapped up in it. I don't know, but yeah.
I don't know. Them the Vegas shopping carts.
Amanda.
So Amanda is
dead.
She dead as a doornail, and that's excruciating death. And so yeah, here come the sheriff. Somehow the sheriff survived, and because he did. The store manager and the sheriff, they come, they see Amanda dead. The sheriff is like, "Oh my god!" And he pulls out his gun. Stop! Bang! Y'all, that's just the opening sequence.
Right. 18 people died for some waffle irons and some waffle fries.
Nobody remembers that video. Unforgivable?
People remember Unforgivable.
Baby, where is he now?
Hopefully alive and thriving.
Right, at the gym.
So after this, I'll let you catch your breath. Okay. After this, we have because you did a lot. Thank you, bravo.
Baby, because it took 30 minutes to get to
the. Did you hear me open my mouth? I didn't want to touch that opening scene. So after this, we see that Evan's super crude video has gone viral online. There have been no arrests made in the death of all of these people, and Thomas is like, you know what? A stampede ain't got no name, so I'm opening back up for Black Friday 2024.
So the reason there were no arrests made is because the security footage disappeared. There was no security footage. Yes. Only footage of what happened is what Evan recorded.
Mm-hmm. So, suspiciously disappeared.
Right.
So we see your girl. Her name is Lizzie, the diner girl.
Oh, wait. First of all, we see somebody making cranberry sauce watching Evan's video, and he got a whole killer chart.
In an evil killer lair.
Yes, literally. Okay, now go ahead. Go talk about your girl, Lizzie McGuire.
Yeah, Lizzie is the diner.
You like, oh, Lizzo, fuck you. Ha!
No, it wasn't.
Oh.
Lizzie is the diner lady that we saw that went crazy. She's the one that actually bashed Amanda in the head and was responsible for her death. We see her. She is the local diner lady, and we have the sheriff in there, and then we have our other Deputy LaBelle. Patty LaBelle.
Is that his name?
And
he was so unimportant.
Yes. No, yeah, I mean, it's something. So she gives him a mask of John Carver, who was blah, 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 blah. I don't care who the fuck he was.
A pilgrim.
He was a colonizer.
Yes.
So, they had him there, and we see the mask, and she's like, everybody's going to be wearing. I'm like, for what? It's not Halloween. What are we talking about? Nobody's going to be wearing this stupid, ugly mask. This is disgusting. And it has hair on it. Well, the shape of hair. This is gross. So the kids, we meet back up with our kids, and they keep getting tagged in the video that Evan posted. Are we supposed to be under the impression that he removed the video, or he left it up, but he just wants to get past it?
Right. I didn't understand that part. Because, you can go on YouTube, copy a video, and, download it. But I'm just like, he acting like it was just his bad time in his life. And he just...
Right. I'm listening and I'm learning. No, you're not, Evan. No, you're not, you fucker. Okay, so they keep getting tagged in the movie. And I had a little pause right here. They mentioned something about Bobby No. They mentioned something. I can't remember who said it, but they said something to her. Oh God, to Jess. It was like, well, you only have one more year of this, then you can go to college. And I'm like, they're supposed to be 16 years old.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
I thought that they were all seniors headed out. So Bobby was a senior and they were sophomores. So now they're 17. So they're 17 now. So what? I was so confused on the ages. Like, y'all, look. Anyway, Jess is supposed to be recording a commercial for the store with her family. They get over. It's supposed to be filmed at the John Carver house. They get over there. John Carver house been vandalized, baby. An axe been stolen, and it looks like Thomas, who is the owner of Right Mart, is the other one that's mad about it. Because, you know, like I said, a Stampede ain't got no name. He just want to get more people to come to the store because it's going to be better. It's going to be better. It's going to be better this time.
Him and his gold digger wife are the only ones upset about it. And also, yes, and Mitch did quit the store for obvious reasons.
As he should have.
So now he's like a protester. Yeah, he's a protester. And Thomas basically just did damage control. Like he gave $10,000 away in charity and he settled some lawsuits.
$10,000.
Yeah, because they did say he settled lawsuits. So I would hope Mitch was one of them. But I mean, my wife died. I'm not, the money doesn't bring people back. So yeah, there are people in town who are still pissed about it. But like you said, Stampede ain't got no name now.
But he shouldn't have. I don't think that this would have happened. It would have been more than just the little bit of protesters we see.
Yeah, because how rich is he? Like how much money does Right Mart bring in? Because he's dead, like he a millionaire. But because if that happened at Walmart, baby, hello. So explain to me where this movie takes place, real quick. The accents threw me the fuck off. Because it was just
Boston accents.
Is that what it was? Because it's like everybody had one except Jessica. So I was like,
she said, I'm not conforming to this.
Like, I was like, oh, so y'all really just, okay, we don't care.
How I was when I moved to Mississippi.
We don't care about consistency. So
no. They all at the diner.
Mm-hmm.
They all eating. Well, they all ready to eat, but Lizzie being a biatch for no reason. And they get a text of a Thanksgiving setup. It's an IG post and it's a Thanksgiving setup. Why aren't their profiles private?
Why would their profiles be private?
Like mine is. Try to tag me in something.
Yeah, that's a problem. But no, that's weird. I'm just like, that's not normal. Like having your page private is not normal.
Or at least having a
where you have to be my friend to tag me. Yeah. Like that yes.
That makes sense. Well, they see Bobby in the store and they see Bobby in the diner and Jess is like, oh, is that Bobby? I don't know. I haven't talked to him since last Thanksgiving. I'm like, did you guys even like each other?
He ghosted her. So after the accident, he just ghosted her. And she retaliated by dating the guy he hated the most, Ryan. So Ryan pulled up and she's like, be nice to him, guys. He hasn't ghosted me. So the bar is in hell. The bar is in hell.
I don't think Ryan was a bad guy. I just think that he was just he probably crushed on this girl for so long and it made him a little. But see,
the guys like that be them guys who be negging girls. Like, who be like, oh, well, you're not even.
Yes, you're right. But he didn't seem to be like one of those ones that kind of sneak dish you to try to make you feel less than. I don't think he would have done that.
He seemed pretty normal. He seemed pretty normal.
He was the red herring. They had to give us something.
But he was a terrible red herring. But yeah, so,
oh my goodness, yes, he was.
So Ryan rolls up, and he's just like, "Hey guys, you want to go to the concert?" Like, I don't know. It's like he really doesn't fit in with him, and it's honestly what you said before.
He has to buy them.
Yes, he doesn't play sports, so he just doesn't fit in with this group, which says a lot about Jessica.
But he offers them tickets to a Steelers.
It was something with an S. Go ahead.
The Pats. If they're in Massachusetts, I'm going to assume it's the Patriots game. Maybe they were playing the Steelers. Patriots versus the Steelers. Who knows? We have our Halloween moment where Jess is looking out the door. She sees somebody in the John Carver mask standing outside, and she looks away. And then when she looks back, he's gone. Like, I want to see that in real time. I want to be the person that never looks away. I'm just going to be like this. Why does my head look like the head on the theme song of Bad Girls Club?
Okay, that's enough. That's enough. So I feel like we just skip to that night. Am I right?
He's sharpening the axe, and we skip to back to the evil lair. He's sharpening his axe, and he's looking at Pancake Face Lizzie's role in the killing at Right Mart. So, baby, it's time for Lizzie to die.
So she at work, last one at the diner. She closing up. She see the mask on the counter.
She was there all fucking day because I think that she was there for breakfast when the sheriff came in. She was there for lunch when the kids came in. When she closed, it was nighttime. God damn.
It must be the manager. So, which again, you didn't need no damn waffle iron because you could anyway. So you could have bought that waffle iron the next day. You could have bought that waffle anyway. So yeah, she closing up. She see the mask on the counter. That little I forgot his name. John Carver got Plymouth Pilgrim.
You had it.
Okay, so
no, the first one.
What, John Carver?
Yep.
That's a stupid name.
So JC. Call him JC.
He should have been the was he in NSYNC? He should have been the breakout star. He should have been the breakout star. Justin, you cheated. So they so she closed up, she's mad. She don't think anything of it. So she, she's heading out. And then she gets attacked. Like I appreciate he didn't play with her. This killer don't play games. He ain't got time because guess what? Desperate Housewives comes on at 9. He has to be at home. So he starts strangling her immediately. And then he dunks her face into the sink that's for some reason still filled with water, even though you're about to get off. And he it was funny because she was screaming. I love when people be screaming and then they go into water and they still screaming. It's like, you should have held your breath, baby. And she's like, ah! So he opens up the damn freezer and sticks her face on it. I have never seen no shit like that before. That was so brilliant. Like,
did you see A Christmas Story?
Okay, eat it. So, you shoot your eye out, kid. So she over there and her face is all bloody and stuff. Cause I'm like, damn, it happened that quick. So he goes.
Yeah, I don't know how close those industrial freezers, but they might be the walk-in freezers.
He grabs his axe. He about to chop her off. She like, fuck this. She pull her hand and her face off of the freezer. She ducks. He misses her. She runs into the employee room, break room. I don't know, the security room, and locks it. Now she can see him on the cameras. He don't take the cameras out, which I thought was very interesting. But
she tries to open the phone with her face, but it doesn't work. She tries it one time. I'm like, when my face recognition doesn't work, guess what happens? It pops up to put in my password. Okay, Google, call 911. Hey Siri, call 911.
She didn't do any of that. And they did this in Scream 2 where they make it seem like the blood, you can't push it up. But I'm like, just wipe your phone off on your shirt. I understand you're panicking, but you're in a locked room. Wipe your phone off and then try it now, baby. But they be trying to smearing the blood all over the screen. Just get a Clorox wipe. So like I said, she's looking at the security camera. She sees he's not there. So she tries to make her escape. Now she's a dumb bitch. I'm done with her.
Yeah.
She tries to run out.
Been in her hand.
Hello. She run out. She run out. She like, she's scared, but she digs in her purse. She can't find her keys. So she just stands in the middle. Her car is literally right there, but she stands in the middle of the driveway looking for her keys. So he has time to crank the car up, put the lights on, drive towards her. She don't run back inside. She don't run towards her car. She runs to the dumpster and she jumps in the dumpster. And because he hits the dumpster closes and she is.
I never seen a dumpster lid with a razor on it.
I was like, how did she get cut in half? We have to always factor in, y'all, when you're watching these movies, specifically horror movies, factor in the director. It's Eli Roth. So it's already going to be he like blood, he like gore. I don't know if y'all ever seen Cabin Fever. He like blood, gore, and throwing up and vomit. And that's the kind of shit he likes. He likes that kind of horror. So
yeah, this was a very gory movie. And there was vomit.
Because her intestines were all out. I was like, appreciate you. It looks very Mortal Kombat, but yeah. So she's dead as a damn doornail. The next day.
Her body is hanging on a billboard. I'm sorry. Her torso, her legs are hanging on a billboard. Her torso
on the front of Right Mart. It's hanging on the star in the middle of Right Mart.
So and the cops know that she was there during the incident. They're like, oh shoot, people that were involved in that are being targeted. And we got Evan. He's bullying one of the kids. Boom, suspect. And the kid is the suspect because he's being bullied by our friend group or whatever.
Yeah, because he basically writes Evan's papers because we're doing that trope again where the football player needs his paper written by the nerd. So let's introduce the best character in the damn movie, McCarty. So what is his story? What's going on? McCarty.
Who's McCarty?
McCarty is the dude who is friends with the high school kid for some reason.
Oh,
is that on the gun shop
at all?
He was the one who had the drinking party. So McCarty.
Yes.
So McCarty is this. I guess he's a loser. I don't know. He has a lot of side businesses, and so
no, he's the plug.
Clearly, yeah. So he's the plug. So he got weed. He got guns. He's having a party where a bunch of underage kids will be drinking. I thought that was weird, but yes,
he's just Ma.
That's who he is. That's who he is. Hey y'all, come over and get some drinks. She would have never got me. I'd have been like, if this bitch don't get off my phone. So he's the mob, and he'll be important later. But I wanted to just mention him because he is friends with the nerdy guy. Again, I just find that inappropriate. You're too old.
Mm-hmm.
But
maybe they were related.
I thought so. I thought he was his younger brother, but then they never confirmed it. So I didn't.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Maybe that's the case.
Because they were always together. So, and you're gonna have to explain something to me later.
This is when they get the group text.
Yeah.
So the group text again, the group IG text. I'm sorry, the IG tag, and it is the Thanksgiving setting again, but now there's a body. So we got the top part of Lizzie's body on the table.
Yes,
so it's like,
only her bottom part.
We're going to the cops.
Right, because not her.
Which is smart.
Yes, it was
smart. Most movies they don't tell anybody. Right,
but the cops don't know shit because there's no fucking footage. And so the sheriff is like, hey, whatever you can remember, whatever like, help me out. I won't know. And here go your girl.
He told her a little differently. He said,
oh, my skin is soft.
If you have any info, it'll be kept between you and me. That's when I knew.
I hate you.
I always like to let you know when I know, and that's when I knew.
Okay, I did not know. So now it's because of the murder, and it's been, it's all on the news. All right, so now the security guard in the beginning, who I told y'all ran, like he didn't get touched at all because he ran the minute they started jumping. He is saying he about to go to the DR. Now, why this chunky white man is going to Dominican Republic? What the fuck are you going to do there? I have no clue. I maybe it was just the cheapest flight, but he about to go to DR. Now, what pissed me off is that he's leaving his cat though, because Nola would never. But so his Uber outside, he packing, he sees Uber outside. All of a sudden, his passport's gone. His passport was just on the goddamn table. You know what? At this point, I'm just going to the airport.
Hey, I'm just gonna say hi. I'll pay the cancellation fee. Just send me to California. No, yeah, actually, you know what? Let's go to Puerto Rico. I don't need a passport.
Right, like something. So yeah, he started around. He looking for the passport. I know where I put my passport. I'm not gonna play with myself. So he hears creaking. He grab a bat. His cat done moved 57 times. His cat in the kitchen. He like, hey, what was the cat's name? Damn, I should have wrote down the cat's name. I don't know. Hit Snuggle Bluff. Mr. Bigglesworth. Where is he? So he just creeping towards the cat. Bam, stab. He was stabbed with a turkey cutter. Is that what that is? The electric turkey cutter?
Turkey carver.
He gets stabbed in the stomach. Then the killer come out from under the table. He wraps wire around his neck, turns around. Bam, his head is off. I'm like, the physics.
Kill Bill.
Clean off. With some wire, clean off.
Kill Bill. Quentin Tarantino.
I know who I'm dealing with. It's just like physics, like damn. So yeah, he's decapitated. The killer puts the head in the bag, feeds the cat, he out of there. So we have a killer with a heart. So that's the second part. That's the second body down. And of course, there got to be another Instagram text with this motherfucker, and his head is on a platter. And I think it has coward. He wrote like coward on his thing because because he ran away. But I mean, the flies are already kicking. Like Mr. Carver, sprinkle some peppermint oil or lavender in that bitch. Get the flies away. Yeah, I know it's
gonna be
there.
real bad.
I know it's in there.
Bobby is now back. He meets up
Yes.
with Kat. He met up with her at the police station. He meets up with her and she reveals to him, I'm not Kat, I'm sorry. He meets up with Jess. And she reveals to him that Kathleen, her stepmother, is the one that deleted the footage, but there's backup at the house, backup in the system at the house. So they get together and they're like, okay, we got to get a plan. Let's get it done. Let's figure it out. She don't ask her boyfriend.
We don't even see her boyfriend no more. He was such a.
I would be upset. He should have been upset. Like, why are you hanging out with this guy? Like, let's me and you get together and solve the crime.
Yeah, but he's like, I know I ghosted you, but I'm still your friend. Hell no, like girls.
No, you're not.
Girls,
no, you're not.
Girls. He ghosted you for a year.
Girls. Okay, Mrs. Garrett.
Please get a backbone and stand on it, because damn, I'm like, it was so easy for him. It was so easy for him to be like they instantly clicked and they're back cool. So
there is no way. Even my friends, if we real cool and I don't hear from you in a year and I've tried to reach out to you, you better come back with all the paperwork from your therapist saying that you were clinically depressed. Other than that, I'm not talking to you.
And I actually, and that shit hurt. I actually did have a friend ghosting happen to me in college.
Was they depressed?
No, she was at USM, and then she like moved to Texas, ironically, to go for a nursing program, and just and mind you, she was on Instagram, Facebook, everything, and I would message her, I would text her, nothing. Like to this day, she really don't even post anything. Like people post and tag her and stuff, but like I have not heard from that girl since, and I still to this day don't know what happened. So
that's so weird.
It's so weird because it's like, I mean, I get, you move and you make new, but I'm just like, it was just weird for it to end like that. Like she was like, yeah, like she told me, she was like, yeah, y'all, I'm moving, go to nursing, and I was just like, all right, and then I'm gonna miss you, and never. That was the last thing I told. That was the last conversation we had. I was like, I'm gonna miss you so much, and bam, done. So So the fact that she was just.
Again, she still could have called Ryan, but whoops, she's looking at the backup footage and Ryan looks like he's cool with Black Doug. I don't know what movie I saw in it and they kept calling somebody Black Doug, but I'm just gonna stick with it.
It was The Hangover.
The Hangover?
It was The Hangover. Because Mike Epps was Doug, and he Black Doug, and he was like, you got to chill with that shit. That's why you remember it.
Okay, so we see that Ryan was cool with Black Dub. He daps him up real quick in front of Right Mart. So they're like, oh shit, maybe Ryan's the killer because he was friends with Black Doug.
Right. But this was hilarious. It was hilarious because Bobby has to go talk to the sheriff, and baby, he like, don't look, but here comes Ryan. I'll get rid of him. He come up, kiss this girl.
She was like, oh,
how embarrassing for you. Like, no, he's been dicking me down. So yeah.
And that's how money.
Yeah, that's how he finds that out.
2 working arms.
That was unnecessary. So yeah, now we also have to suspect Bobby because he was already a suspect, but because this ruined my arm, I can't play baseball.
But these two idiots, well, they're not idiots, but they go and they show that new footage to the sheriff, and the sheriff sees that 2 people, Lonnie and Amy, who are the cheerleader and the other jock, they see them on the thing and they know that they feel that they're responsible for starting the riots. And like I said, they think Ryan is doing it out of revenge for Doug getting stamped out. Again, you're just feeding to my theory that he is the killer, because who else knows these things? Okay.
And then also
nobody.
Yeah. Well, then they also try to feed us more red herring because we see Ryan getting dressed literally in this costume, but it's because he's going to be a part of Thomas and the family.
I'm not stupid. When it's obvious, it's never the case. So yes. Now we got the teacher scene where Evan is in school. He reads off the paper that little man wrote for him, and the teacher was like, yeah, I liked it the first time when I wrote it for my blog. And she hit you with a neck and a snap. And the black lady is no longer in the movie.
No, she's not. They just had to include her. And so, yeah, Bobby and Ryan get into it because he's like, oh, I'm part of the family now. And Ryan was, Bobby was like, well, I'm still here. He like, I'm still here. They got beef. Like, and they're going to continue having beef, rightfully so. But I just had to throw it in there because it's going to happen later. Because Bobby should have beat the shit out of his ass. So now.
We got a water fountain scene. It's a water fountain scene.
Go ahead.
It's our water fountain scene where they go over all the suspects.
Yeah. And then we move on. So the obnoxious bully is
because they're just literally talking. Moving on.
Yeah, so yeah.
I hate everybody in this movie except for the English teacher.
Okay. So all right. So the obnoxious bully, they're getting ready for the game. So he and they're like, work out. I didn't know they did this right before the game, but I feel like they would be sore. But okay.
There are no homecoming games near Thanksgiving. Homecoming ends in October.
It was late this year because of the weather. I don't know. So I had questions, but yeah. So they're getting ready. He's
again,
like, all right.
I thought Lonnie was the coach.
So Lonnie, his girlfriend comes because remember she's a cheerleader, and she's like, come here. So he just immediately leaves. But again, I thought he was working. I thought he was a faculty. So she's like, she's like, come on. He's like, they can't have sex because.
Oh, it's a big myth. It's a big myth where they say they can't release those. I guess that's
before the game.
Mm-hmm.
I probably
dated a guy that played football before. Mm-hmm.
But it probably is a myth, but they probably still tell it to these boys because I mean, come on now. Yes. So yeah, so she's luring him to the gymnasium because she wants to give him a striptease on a trampoline. Why? Because whore. So
no, because of the short. That was like the big scene in the fake trailer. That is why they had to include it here.
Gotcha. So she gets on the trampoline and she's like giving him a striptease. He don't see a damn part of the striptease because minute she get on
before he can
before the blood can't even get flowing, the killer comes, snap his neck all the way around. I said, "Damn, you've been working out."
Okay.
Okay. Damn. Like Hulk type shit. So while she over there jumping on trampoline, mind you, her back is turned. His neck is snapped. He can't see you, baby. Not in life or death. So she jumping on trampoline. She just taking off her panties. And she's like, all right, here you go. 1, 2, stab. The killer stabs her through the trampoline in the foot. Then he starts just stabbing up. Of course, she's, bouncing. He stabbed her in the chest, tummy. She's dead as a door now. Nobody cares. These characters were so insignificant. But because of this murder,
only put that in because of the
right. Yeah. But because of this murder, the game is canceled. So Evan's all pissed. He's like, "Oh no, I needed this game, man. I'm gonna go play with myself." And Scuba's like, "Come on, Evan, don't do that. Don't do that, Evan." And the police are there, and they're just like, "Oh, the game's canceled. Get your stuff. Everybody go home." I don't see anybody go home. It's like there were so many people at the school, and then the school became a ghost town. So Jess goes inside.
They all went in the back entrance.
Oh, okay. That's what happened. So, but the kids, this gang goes in the front entrance. So Jess goes inside. Evan and Gabby goes and grabs Evan, Scuba, and Yulia. They all go and they're just going to the locker room to watch their boyfriends get naked and change. Why they didn't stay with the girlfriend? Don't understand. Makes zero sense.
No, just Gabby and Evan went. Scuba and Yulia stayed outside, and Jess was waiting by the front door.
It was dumb. It was dumb.
Well, of course. It's a movie. It's a horror movie. What are you talking about?
So
that's smart.
As Evan and Gabby are going to the back, they see a little cart and they're like, "Oh, that's weird." And then bam, killer comes with a cloth. Evan got to be the weakest motherfucker in the world.
It's like the one, the trap where they had a cloth down at the bottom and you step on and it just zoop and it zips them up into a tree because there's nobody to catch both of them.
Because with chloroform, it's not like the movies, it does take a while for it to take into effect. So he chloroformed both of y'all at the same time. Evan, you didn't try to swing or nothing, Jesus. Gabby, that was unbelievable.
If I am with my significant other and he's fighting somebody, if he got the one up, I'm gonna sit back. Mm-hmm. But as soon as somebody start getting over on him, I'm in it. Yeah. Windmilling. Like they wouldn't have been able to get both of us, baby.
Pressure points, just hit him in the ears.
Light up the eyes, boys. Light up the eyes.
So then Jess gets a text message from Gabby. Well, no, she texts Gabby like, "Hey, y'all ready yet? Y'all taking too fucking long. I'm ready to go home and eat." Gabby say, "Hey, can you come here? Hey, can you come here?"
No.
If Tiffany go do something, And I'm like, Tiffany, you ready? And she say, hey, can you come here? Tiffany's going to be left that day. I don't give a, no, I can't come here because I don't have time for this. So, but she goes there and
it's two of them and one of you.
Right. No. So she go walking all through the halls and then she doesn't see them. So she texts Gabby's phone. Ding. Here come the killer right behind her. He just be every fucking where. So, because where was it? He was oh no, never mind. That's Yulia's house. So Gabby's phone is in the little bin that was there earlier. She grabbed it, but when she closes it, she sees him in the reflection. She ducks, dodges, she runs, she escaped. There was a scene where they were in this. What kind of fucking high school is this where they have a wig room?
No, I think it was like
the theater room,
what's it called? Vocational courses.
I ain't never seen no shit like they had all them wigs. I was like, what kind of high school is this? But yeah, long story short, she escapes. I thought it was very smart of her to hide among the wigs. It was very stupid of her to try to grab some goddamn scissors. So so now it's like the police are there. Like the police have been there, but now they're just like, hey,
something's going on.
Right. And so the sheriff is like, hey, do you recognize anything about him? She's like, no. He's like, well, it's the small details. Like anything you can, the small details, that's when they mess up. She's like, no, I don't remember anything. I don't remember anything. So here come Bobby, because Bobby is a red herring. So he got to just pop up out of nowhere with his Nikes on. So he gives her his jacket. He's like, come on, because it's cold outside, So he gives her a jacket. He's like, come on, you okay? Bobby come up.
Ryan.
Oh, sorry. Shit. Ryan come up. He hugged her so smoothly and knocked that fucking jacket off. I thought that was hilarious because so, he's like, what the fuck he doing here? What, and the typical, big, pissing contest.
Bro.
Baby. It was so hilarious because he got in Bobby's face. It was so realistic because Bobby said, you know what? Bitch. I was like, I wanted Bobby to fuck him up because it was just like, Ryan, you're not a bully. Like, don't try to stand up over this short man. And so they get into it. The sheriff is like, y'all stay away from each other or I'll arrest you both. And
we find out that Ryan only knew Doug because he was getting Adderall from him. So Doug was the plug too. The plug.
That was he
probably knew McCarty.
Right. That was a very white supremacist speech he gave. Talking about Adderall is what rich kids like us do so we can go to great colleges and you work for a fucking tow truck company. I was
like, that's not it. I can stay up all night.
I was like, what
Adderall is not like what's the drug that they took in that movie? Oh God, that it unlocks the other percentage of your brain. You only use 2% of your brain.
It wasn't
Limitless.
Yes,
it ain't the damn pill from Limitless.
Right.
We can all study and get into those.
Literally schools. Just Adderall. If you were that smart, okay. I feel like you would be able to get into college without it. But okay. So yeah, he was just being
the
typical.
The sheriff is like, you guys can't come to the parade. Why is there still a parade? People are dead.
There have been like 4 murders. Again, I'm gonna play Tiffany in this episode. Where is the FBI?
How many people have to lose their lives before the FBI come in? Call us. Can
I get a ranger? Or is that literally only in Texas?
Not
Texas Ranger.
Texas Ranger.
Can I get somebody? Where is Kirby?
Can I get where is a detective?
They too small for that. They just big enough for Rape Mart. So, in the midst of all this drama, we get racism in the movie because there had to be just a little bit because it is Eli Roth. And we get Yulia's the father because he's Russian. He's like, we're going to Florida. Get your ass in the fucking car. We're going to Florida. Get your ass in I thought that was a very interesting location. Like, why Florida? But they're going to Florida.
Probably because it's hot. It's probably cold. It was snowing at one point in this movie.
They from Russia. So, and then
right.
Scuba's just like, that's the longest conversation we ever had. Yeah, he don't like you dating his daughter, you black bastard. So yeah. Now
Evan and Gabby are missing. Evan and Gabby are gone.
Yes, Evan and Gabby are just missing. There have been no deaths, but we know that, that's all we know. So Scuba's like, come with me, Jess. Now I liked this part. I liked them hanging out solo just because it gave realism. If this was like an actual, I hate to say this about horror, but if it was an actual movie with depth, I would have liked it because it shows y'all aren't just like, I'm not just friends with you because you know my girlfriend. Like, I'm actually your friend.
Right.
Because they go to McCarty's house with this underage drinking party because they gonna go get a gun. It was so complicated for no damn reason. They got so many young kids at this party. It was so weird. Anyway, they go in. I didn't understand why he didn't get the Desert Eagle, the gold Desert Eagle. Like, he got this puny ass gun, pissing me off.
I knew this would just wet
you know, I was pissed. I was pissed because I'm like, the first gun that he picked up.
He asked her. Okay, so Scuba gets a gun, and McCarty asks Jess, "What about you?" "Oh, I'll be with Scuba." Bitch, are you fucking crazy?
I'll be with Scuba. He's armed. He even
offers her a bow and arrow.
He even offers her a knife, not a little knife, but like a little pocket kind of little
concealed mace, hairspray, anything.
And so this is when I realized that Jess was the stupidest person in the movie. Because, excuse me, because
what are you talking about?
Because, mind you, they didn't have to pay for these guns. It was a verbal contract. Like, I'll bring it back when this is over. And I'm like, if you don't, why didn't he grab that gold gun? Oh my God. So yeah.
Take it down a notch.
Scuba turns into Madison Lee, and he takes his gun, and they're on their way. I don't know. I guess he's taking Jessica home, but they FaceTime Yulia because he got to FaceTime his poon. And so Yulia at the house, they got an officer there while they pack and all that. Their house is under construction because they're remodeling or something. She up in there putting contacts in. This scene gave me anxiety because
it was too long.
Just put the fucking contacts in, but every time she tries to put the contacts in, somebody calls her. She has to get on FaceTime and talk, and she's just like, "Oh my God, I gotta pack. Oh my God." So long story short, the police officer at the house, he gets
too late
tranquilized, and Yulia's dad, he got on beats. Why? And he gets tranked too. I appreciate that the killer was not killing people who had nothing to do with it. I did appreciate that.
Yes, because there have been so many movies where it's like,
you in the way, so fuck it. Like, Ben motherfucking Willis, ho. Like, that housekeeper ain't deserve to die. Oh,
the housekeeper, the one guy that loved Julie,
Max.
That Linderman, that movie's Linderman didn't deserve to die.
Like, sir, I'm literally boiling shrimp. What are you talking about here? So she over there putting her contacts in
them crabs.
Why did you say it like that? She putting her contacts in. That made me mad. And her phone rings again. Now this part scared the fuck out of me because she has one of those. Her bathroom is like a pull door. So when she pulls the door, you see the killer right there, and I'm like, now I gotta creep around every. Like, why did they do that? That pissed me off. I was like, damn it. So
how many bedrooms? Look, how big is your place? You got 2 bedrooms.
Just one, but now I gotta, there's a lot of corners. There are corners.
Take the doors off the hinges.
There's a lot of corners. It's like Vernita Green's house. So a lot of corners. Cancel the episode. So, oh my God. So Yulia, she get her back on FaceTime with that boy. Baby, the killer come and stab her with the little sticks that you put in ear of corn. What are those called?
I think it's just corn holder.
Corn holders. He stabs her in the ears with them. And so they give us the effect like we're her and we can't hear shit. So she gets stabbed in the ear. She take it out and then she start crawling. Baby, what's wrong with your legs?
I would have picked them.
So she
deep they're gonna get. Papa will try.
So she's crawling, and they run out. They saw her get stabbed on FaceTime, so they're driving over to the house. Mind you, that traffic scene pissed me off because them cars were going too slow. Your ass would have got hit. So they head over to the house. The killer got her by knife throat, by knife point, and he, she's like, help me. He got the gun, but you know how it is when you don't know how to shoot. So, because that's what Jessica made that very clear. He's never even held a gun before. But and I again that he had a gun before. So, but he doesn't want to accidentally shoot her. So the killer turns on the saw in the house because, like I said, they're remodeling their house. He turns on the saw and then throws her into it. Now, immediately, her hand, she hits it like this. So her hand is cut by the saw. And then she decides she says that, no, this is what happens in the movie. This was unseen footage. This was on my Netflix.
Verbatim, guys. Verbatim.
Yes, I have premium. She says, I am so sick of dating this black guy. Let me kill myself. So she pushes her body onto the saw and just dies. And I'm like,
that was ridiculous. It would have been smarter if she would have fell on her back. Like, if you
or if he pushed her,
hard for her to get.
Yeah, or if she pushed her and she lost her footing and she fell on her face. That would have been good too.
Oh yeah, that would have been good
in the face. But she committed suicide. I don't know, like there was no reason for her to die. Like she would have just had a cast.
Maybe they got a guts hanging and
baby guts.
Like
now this part, that part was so sad. Now that part brought me back into the movie because that was realistic. Because he was just like holding her dead body. Like, what do I do, Jess? I was like, he could have a future. He could have a future in this industry.
If Jess would have got a gun, too.
Yeah,
Yulia might be alive. But
that was some good acting. That was some because I don't like if what do you do when someone is just dead in front of you? Like
yeah, that's a good question. That's a good question.
What do I do? But yeah, so he's heartbroken.
You do like you be looking like the little boy with the cup by the door. He was just like, what I'm talking about.
Anywho,
I hope he's thriving.
I do hope he's thriving. So,
they're back at Jess's house.
Yeah. And
Thomas
so they're just, like, oh my God, this happened. Murder. We need to do something. So Jess is like, we need to set him up. We need to set him up. Everyone will be at the town thing. Everyone will be wearing the mask. We need to orchestrate a trap. And so Kathleen was the realest one in this situation. I don't want to be the fucking bait. What do you mean? What are we doing bait for? Call the FBI. But they're going to set up a trap. And so the police are going to wait at where the fucking floats are. I don't know, I don't know, wherever they are at the fire station.
The float quarry.
The float quarry. And they're going to be waiting for him and they're going to catch him then. Which I'm like, why would he wait? But okay, I don't know why they act like nobody is doing a profile on this killer. And that was another clue. But
that's when you knew whoever is in that room, one of them is the killer.
Because he knew about but also the new deputy in town. We always suspect a new guy. Yeah. So yeah. And we do have a detective. I'm sorry. We do have a detective. The Asian guy is the detective.
Yeah. He shows up way late. He should have been there.
Yeah. We just see him at the beginning getting cursed out. So yeah, so they're at the parade. You're gonna have to explain this.
Sucks.
It does. Like there's nothing. But why are they doing ballet? I literally wrote this down.
Everything.
Hold up. Ask Tiffany why the fuck they're doing ballet at a Thanksgiving parade. It's cold outside.
It's to get the blood pressure going.
They got a band, but they're doing ballet. It was a lot going on, and they have people. Who was dressed in the turkey costume? That was the only thing that confused me in this movie. Who was in the turkey outfit?
Oh, I guess it must have been somebody that was a part of the the stampede, right?
I know, but I can't. It would have had to be to make sense, but
maybe it's the one that was pushing the cart into Lizzie.
Oh, okay.
Maybe yeah. It was two people. I think it might have been. Yeah, it might have been him. I know it was a guy, and I know it was POC, but he wasn't black.
Yeah. So. Yeah, they're at the parade and the turkey is like there and they're all looking for it's literally like the scene from I Know What You Did Last Summer that pisses Tiffany off where Helen is looking for the guy in the slicker and they're all looking and they just see the mask, but then they're like, she's like, and then they the protesters come. Mitch and the protesters come because he's a red herring as well. And they almost fall off the damn float. I'm like, because they have to hit the brakes. I was like, yeah, we get that scene. Then the turkey in there, all of a sudden you see a guy in a clown mask chop the fucking turkey's head off with the ass, like gone. Clean. And there's a bunch of smoke grenades. He starts throwing smoke grenades. Again, where do you get those from? So they start throwing smoke grenades. So the parade comes to a halt. And so everything like crashes. So Grandpa, I was like, what the fuck Grandpa do? Grandpa gets like the little anchor from not the anchor, the steer from the boat gets his head go, and then his little niece, like his granddaughters, are in the car.
His nose was up here. Did you see that?
I saw it. And the granddaughters are just in the car getting squirted with his blood. Again, Eli Roth likes this kind of shit. But I thought that was it added to the horror, because that is, I mean, that's traumatic for some little kids. So
yeah,
they get them, but they don't care about the little kids in the car, mind you. They don't give a fuck about the grandpa or the kids. They just grab Jess and Scuba and them and Thomas, and they run them over to the cop car. And then the deputy gets tranquilized, and he throw a flash bomb in the, why did he, that was so unnecessary. He threw a flash bomb in the car, and they're all like, cover your ears, and they're okay. Nobody tries to get out the car, and he come and trank them all.
All four of them. Like,
it just drives off. Drives off in the sheriff's. He drove off in the sheriff's car, and we're okay. All right.
So now, did you know?
No, I honestly didn't. I wasn't thinking. It's because
God of mercy.
I wasn't thinking, and I'll explain it at the end what I was thinking.
Yeah.
But
yeah, Kathleen would have been in the clear if Jess wouldn't have known about her deleting the videotape. But it is found that Kathleen is the one that she didn't make him. She pressured Thomas to open on Thanksgiving Day instead of opening on Black Friday. Pressured him, and Thomas gave into it. So it's both their fault. Yeah,
and she also deleted the footage.
Yes. But Kathleen is going to get the worst death of all, and I'm not spending time on this duck goose. Looking under cabinets and shit. We see her on top of the table. She wakes up. She wakes up. She's being brined. She escapes. She make it all the way upstairs. She even sees, how is the cheerleading girl still fucking alive? He got the cheerleading girl wrapped up in plastic, bleeding out in the refrigerator. Pick up a weapon? Why not?
She had the glass bottle. She got the wine bottle
for both hands.
So she tries to run out. She does manage to get past them quite a bit, and she even manages to get out of the front door. But she runs in a straight line, even though he has a pickaxe. She runs in a straight line, and he not shoots her with it, but he throws it at her. Throw. Yeah, javelin throw, like Trunchbull, and he drags her back in the house, puts her in the oven, bakes her alive. That was the most excruciating death. Like I don't even know how you. I can't imagine how that fucking feels. Like
she got the worst of it. She got the worst,
but he didn't. She got the worst of it, but no shade. He could have cooked her a bit longer. She did look a bit undercooked.
She looked like the turkey from the beginning. Yeah, so we see the cops. We flip over to the cops, and it's like, oh my god, the killer's live streaming, and we see the dinner table set. It's got all the kids there. Thomas is there as well, and then there is something on top of the table with a cloth over it.
Right, and this is when the detective shows up, the Asian detective.
Finally,
right, and he's tracking the live stream.
They got SWAT and everything, y'all.
Right,
I'm like,
finally.
Yes.
So y'all got SWAT, but y'all okay. Keep going. I'm sorry.
Yep. So they go to the place where that is being filmed. They're like, there's nobody here. And they're like, well, go check down here. Blah 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 blah. It's reminiscent of Saw 2. I don't know if you've seen Saw 2, which is pretty much the same thing.
Yes, I did see Saw 2. Because look, you know how I know Saw 2? Because this shit pisses me off every fucking time.
Oh, this hand got stuck. Let me put in the other one.
Bitch.
She deserved it. She deserved it. You stupid idiot. I would have stuck a damn hit it with a rock or something. Just dumb. But they realize that it's being live streamed from a live stream. Like it's being recorded. It's a recording of a recording. And so they're like, oh shit, he's got another phone. Like, I can't believe he's got another phone. Could you imagine what his phone bill's gonna be? Ridiculous. Maybe it's an Obama phone. I don't know. But anyway, so the cops are just SOL at this point. They don't know where to find him. We get back to the table and we see the killer. He has on his Scream 3 Britney Spears microphone, and it augments his voice. I'm like, you have everybody there you want to kill. Let them know who you are, baby. Let's talk about it. Like,
I was wondering, was he ever gonna do a grand reveal? Like
I don't think he was. That was for the sequel. I forgot to mention, before Jess got onto the float, McCarty gave her a ring. He was like, this is my father's ring.
Yeah.
It brought him good luck while he was
survived
in Nam
the war.
Or wherever the hell.
The war.
Yeah. So So they got everybody's tied up. Like everybody's tied up. That motherfucker lifts up the veil and it is Kathleen's burnt, crispy body. And everybody's like, oh my God. People start puking. And the kids, everybody can't believe it. So he goes over to Evan. He's like, you're the first one that, you shared all of this. So
yeah, I couldn't do this without you.
I think it's the only best that, I get you first. And he takes a mallet and just bludgeons him to death. Brain matter, goo everywhere. I ain't seen no bone. I ain't seen no skull bone fragments. No. But I did see goo. I did see matter. He kills him in front of everybody, and he starts cutting up Kathleen's thigh. It looked disgusting. Like, you were right. It could have stayed. It could have went.
Yeah, it looked like very new.
It wasn't cooked all the way.
It looked very new. And he basically wants Thomas to eat it. He wants him to eat it. He's making a lot of puns during this. I would really suggest y'all go watch the movie. He's making a lot of puns, like, bitch, you're not Freddy Krueger. And in the midst of this, remember, like Tiffany said about the ring, so Jess is sawing her hands free, and then she gives Scuba the ring because Black Lives Matter, and she allows him to get himself. So they are both untied. And so he's like, all right, you either eat your wife or I'm gonna slit your throat. And of course, Jess doesn't want her father to die. So Scuba, being the man that he is, he jumps up, he started Scuba don't be punching nobody. So he knocks the killer.
He picked up that chair.
He did. That chair. He knocked him out. He knocked him down, and then they just start running, and that's what everybody's telling them: run, run, run! Like, they just run as fast as you can. You can't catch me. So they make it up, and they realize where they are is the house that got vandalized in the beginning. It's the cabin. So the killer comes slashed, and he corners them, and so Scuba gets slashed in the arm. So I mean, it's a flesh wound, but and so he tells Jess to run too, and the killer chases Jess. If I was Scuba, I would have got my ass up and left. I guess he went back and untied everybody else.
Well, while it would have been really smart while Jess is running and the killer's running after her, if Scuba was running after the killer. We never see that in movies. We always see everybody in front of the killer. I want a movie where I'm chasing the killer. Because, bitch, I'm going to tell her at one point to turn around and we both going to beat his ass.
I think they'd be scared. They'd be scared of the weapon. It happens in Scream, too. Like, they don't ever... Think about Scream. They don't ever jump that motherfucker. Like... Everybody be scared of their weapons. And
that knife ain't enough.
Hello? Because, baby, he got that one axe and he has to swing it. So that means when he swings at Scuba, you jump on his back, grab him by the neck, Scuba, it could be possible. But they don't do that.
Ding, ding.
Okay, so she's running. They running through shrubbery and Rocket Charles. And she hits a damn gate. She pissed me off hesitating. Like, you ain't ever climbed the fence before? White people need to get out more. So she get over the gate, but then her bracelet gets caught. Girl, Tiffany, did her mom give her that or something? Very much something. But she makes it just in time. He swing it, but she make it just in time, and she keeps running. Now, we did skip a little bit apart because it wasn't fucking important. Before the football game earlier, McCarty shoots off a musket that was only gunpowder, and Jess makes a big deal because she's like, oh my God, I hate those things. My dad made me do one for a commercial and I almost blew my fucking hand off. Yeah, that's important.
Yeah, because I mean, I wouldn't know how to shoot a musket. Let's keep it real.
So she's running like Helen, and
the killer's not behind her anymore, but she sees the sheriff laying on she hits a corner and we see the sheriff knock the fuck out.
Because clearly this was I know what you did last summer. It was just like when Ray saw the body in the... So yeah. So she see his body and his trunk is open, all kinds of shit. So he looked like he got fucked up. His face is gore. And she takes his gun because she sees the killer go inside a warehouse. It's just a lot of factories and warehouses in this empty ass town because it's like nobody's out. Did you notice that? Nobody's out in the streets. So she go up in there, she got the gun, and she pointed, she see the killer, but then the killer takes off his mask. Who is it? Girl, the killer is Bobby. Bobby, how are you? And then she hesitates because, it's Bobby. It's my ex-boyfriend who ghosted me, but now we're friends again because he said sorry. And bam, jump scare. The sheriff comes up. He's like, hey, it's me. She's like, it's Bobby. He's like, all right, go. And we hear gunshots. And then the police arrive, the actual other police, and they're like, "Oh, yeah, they're like, hey, it's Bobby, but we got everybody in a 100-mile radius looking for him. We don't know how the fuck he evaded these cops."
Underground bunker.
They got his phone. They're like, "Oh yeah, the phone that was live streaming is Bobby's," all this kind of stuff. So Bobby did it. Bobby did it. So they in the room. They're not in the police station. So why they're still in this room, boxing up evidence and packaging up, I don't know. And so he's like, "Hey, the sheriff."
Right? Wouldn't she be talking to the detective?
Right. So the sheriff is just like, "Hey, we're gonna get you out of here." She's like, "I just need a moment. I just need to, it's been a lot. I need a moment." He's like, "All right." So she's just sitting in the room contemplating life. And then the sheriff comes back in. He's like, "Hey, you ready?" And she's like, "All right." She get up. She looked down. The sheriff got rocket charles and shrubbery on his pants. And then she just started hearing.
For those who don't know it by that name, they're also called sandburrs.
Thank you. St. Stanislaus. And so
they're the worst. They're the worst. Let me tell you a story real quick. I went hiking one time up a mountain in wherever, but I took Nola with me. And when we got done, we were beat. We were tired. She had those all throughout her fur, and I didn't even know it. She spent a whole night with those throughout her fur. And the next day, I noticed that, oh, my baby got, I said, oh my God. We went to the vet. I said, cut it all off. She was bald as hell, but she didn't have it, nothing pierced her skin or anything. Yeah. So she was good. But those things are the devil.
I'm surprised they didn't pierce you. Because they should, it hit her and everything. Yeah. So, but it's okay. She got her hair back. Yeah. Long hair don't care. So, so
she got that. Somebody, one of the groomers said she got that afro hair. I said, okay.
So she's like, and mind you, she is a terrible poker face. Her eyes all big. He like, what's wrong? She's like, I just been through a lot. I just need a moment. And so he heads out. He's gonna give her another moment. He looked down. He like, damn. You done found the fuck out. So he locked her up in there, and this is now his time. This is the climax. He's about to give his motive. So he basically said, y'all think y'all are so cool. Y'all had to show people that y'all were in the store, and the love of my life ended up dying. And she was like, you don't know anybody who died. He's like, Amanda was going to leave Mitch for me. You killed my family. And so we see the photographs of his killer's lair. And basically Amanda was pregnant for the sheriff. She was going to leave Mitch, who's a store manager, for the sheriff. So salary's the same. And
why didn't she do that? There's no, as soon as she found out she was pregnant, she should have been like, I'm out.
Right. And you showed up at the fucking, your husband leftovers.
Your future wife is not in a happy marriage right now.
Hello.
Let's stop. Let's stop that.
And then, no shade, I know it can happen, but Amanda,
all shade.
How old are you?
Amanda, please.
Because this newborn, I was like, because she looked like she was already established, like they already had kids and stuff. I'm like,
yeah, she looked like she was in her 50s.
Okay, thank you. Because I didn't, I know you can have kids.
It can happen.
It can happen. But Amanda, be so fucking.
But
Sheriff Eric be so fucking for real. Talking about you killed my family. That baby was.
That just takes us back to the beginning of the movie. When she saw all that chaos happening outside, you got a high risk fucking pregnancy.
Hello.
Why you not in the break room?
Thank you. So yeah,
that's unbelievable because I would have ran up. I'm pregnant.
Right. And then from that sonogram, that baby was there. Like it was a shape. It was like the head was there. So you should have at least been showing. But maybe she was gonna say I was pregnant by my husband. That's some trifling ass shit. Anyway, because they were friends. Mitch and him are friends. So you fucking my wife?
Right. So he wanted to kill everybody.
He went through it so they fell in love because he went through a divorce and she helped him through his. So I guess he gonna help her through her divorce. So it was just trifling.
And then what happens after that? They cheat again. It's a cycle. Stop it. Right. How you get them is how you lose them.
Hello. So he confesses to all this and the killing. So baby, she turned the tables on him. She was like, he about to kill her basically. And she's like, I didn't get to tell you what I was thankful for. Cause that's what he asked them when they were all at the table. What are you thankful for? She said, I'm thankful that this room has such great reception. Baby, she got this motherfucker on live and people are liking it. I was like, why are y'all hearting this shit? So
this is crazy, LOL.
It's like on Family Guy when they had that Gen Z episode, and there was like the guy was like, my somebody died, and Peter was like, OMG, thoughts and prayers. No, he got hit by a car, and Peter was like, OMG, thoughts and prayers. So yeah, he about to kill her now. This pisses me off. She tried to go run for the door. She didn't grab no weapon, no nothing. And so the phone she was.
It was a big old window in there. Look, I'm picking up a book, baby. I'm breaking a window.
Like, because she had Bobby's phone, but she didn't try to throw it at him. So he's about to kill her, and then bam, he gets hit with something through the glass. I didn't know what it was. It wasn't no gun.
Bobby's still alive.
Yeah, so Bobby is like, hey, get out of there.
The arm is back.
Now,
the arm is back.
This part, if you catch it, I don't know if you caught it. So Bobby comes through the window that he just broke, grabs her, and they go out the door that he locked. So I'm like, why you didn't go through? Okay.
She meant to push instead of pull.
Okay. So yeah. So they get in the truck. Why she wasn't in the truck with him? She was in like why was she?
So he was parked real close to the wall, so she couldn't open the door and get in. But okay. I would have got in and jumped over him in the seat. Look, I'm not gonna ride in the cab.
Right, especially when he's not dead. So he come out and he trying to kill them. They're trying to get away. He ends up hooking the truck onto a pole. Like it's like a cord, and he wraps it around it. So Bobby's trying to drive, but he can't. And he's like, I'm trying and nothing's happening. Because what do you think you think your truck is going, like, what are you doing? It's on the
no. That's not right. So when Jess ran out, I guess she flipped the switch to like some gas can to light up the eyes, boys. No,
it's was it propane?
So they use propane accessories, like you said earlier. Is that what they use to inflate those balloons? So like they don't just use helium?
I thought it was helium. Maybe because it's so big. Yeah, maybe it's so big.
Yeah, maybe helium won't work. But yeah, she does that, and
so the turkey is blowing up. Yeah.
So Bobby does drive away, but the sheriff knocks over this Plymouth Rock, or this literal rock, and it hits in the front of the car. So Bobby's trying to get out of the way of it. When he finally does, that's when the sheriff notices that the tow rope or whatever is hanging, and he grabs it and is able to wrap it around a pole, and then they're stuck again. So they can't. They're stuck.
Right.
They got to get out and run or die.
Which they don't, Tiffany. They just stand there like, Bobby. So what does she do?
The cops couldn't have been too far away.
They were literally there. They were literally outside, right?
That's what I'm saying.
Or they just left the sheriff with her? Okay, whatever. But so she grabs a musket. She sees the musket, she grabs it, she loads it up, she puts her bracelet inside of it. I didn't understand why.
All of the balls fell out of the truck or something like that. I don't know. I guess maybe it just has to be. I mean, I don't know. She wasn't actually shooting him.
Yeah, but she takes it and she says her line, "Happy Thanksgiving, motherfucker." She doesn't really say that, but she should have. And
she said, "There are no leftovers," or something like that.
Yeah, and so she shoots the turkey, and it blows up. It causes a reaction. It blows up, and he gets caught in the blast. And the blast is strong enough. And the blast is strong enough to burn the cord, so they're able to drive off and escape the blast.
Isn't that usually a metal cord? Like intertwined? It's not a regular rope.
Okay, not doing this. It is. But anyway, so it's the morning now, and Bobby's like, all right, my arm is healed. I've been doing physical therapy. I'm going to be a baseball player now. So they don't even end up dating. He's just like, they're friends, and he's going off to school, and Ryan and her are still dating, and the firefighters are like,
and Thomas are alive.
Yeah, they're at the hospital, heavily sedated and in stitches and stuff. But they leave the hospital because they come to see her because they, it was live stream. So they saw the live stream. And I was so happy the black guy didn't get out. But so yeah, the firefighters say nobody could survive the blast like that. And then we see, I was about to call her Rory again. Jessica, she's in the bed with Ryan, and she has a dream that the killer, the sheriff was in the closet and he's burning up, but it was just a dream.
A little jump scare. Yeah. Just a little the fisherman coming through the glass.
Right. And then the movie ends. And that's Thanksgiving.
That was Thanksgiving. 5. It was just okay.
I'll give it a 6.5. The kills were good. The motive, they should have had his daughter die or something like that. Like his daughter should have went to school with them and she should have gotten killed. That would have made it, because you sleeping with it, that was just a little much. But I guess they had to. They couldn't do that because then he would have been a suspect. But I didn't know until he revealed, until the end. I didn't know when I first watched it last year. I did not know it was him. I thought it was Bobby, or I thought it was Ryan or Mitch. But yeah.
They usually say, there's a saying that the most famous person in the movie is usually the killer.
Oh, yeah, Patrick Dempsey.
Yeah, but the reason why I gave it a 5 is it was too many characters. It was so many people in there.
It was a lot of people.
The wrong people. Like, why was Yulia's duck and hide scene so long? We did not care about Yulia. We didn't care about any of these people.
No,
nobody was likable.
They didn't even. There was no character development to like them. That's why, like, even Jess was just
too many people.
Like even McCarty, like that whole character of McCarty. Besides him giving that boy the gun, what purpose did he serve? It was just like
the little ring, the knife ring.
Yeah, like that. I mean, he's just like he's like that thing in video games that just gives you accessories and shit and weapons. Like there was no, yeah.
So you want to change what? You want to change CJ's shirt? What about his hair? You want to modify this lowrider? Oh shit! Here we go again. Yeah, so it was just okay for me. It wasn't. There's not too many Thanksgiving horror movies, so I would definitely recommend it. But it was just okay. Like it was just an okay slasher movie, whatever. Yeah, they left room to do a sequel, but I don't know if there'll be a sequel. If it is, I don't think it should be the same killer. Let him just go off into, let him go over there with Brenda and the professor. Just in their own little world. But that will do it for 2023's Thanksgiving. Please be sure to catch back up with us next week when we review Jack Frost 2. Yes, that's right. It is time for our Christmas reviews again. I hope you have a happy Thanksgiving. And I also want to let you know that we did not land on Plymouth Rock. Plymouth Rock landed on us. Have a good one.
Bye.
Bye.
Where did you hide it, Dan?